Good day, everybody. Yeah. Oh, it's been a nice few days. My friend Donna came from Lancaster. She's visiting, so she came from Lancaster, and is spending, I think, pretty much the week here. It's only Wednesday now. Spending the week here, so and she had 2 days off, which she works from inside her van. So yeah. Anyways, she had 2 days off, and I took her around. She wanted to see some stuff, and so I showed her some parking in case she's in this area again or whatever. Places to park near a river, whatever. And so I took her around. We had fun. Like, we went to went down a bike path. I know some of you have already seen these pictures, but I mean, I try to take different angles and stuff and different things. So we went down a bike path. We talked a lot, and we see new things, and it was great. Then I think day two came by, and we crossed over. I went up further up the canal, and then we crossed over the canal where you can, and it's a bike path, and then we walked along there, and she was amazed. She was amazed at the size of Cornwall. A lot of stuff, a lot of history here. And I said, yeah, and I'm amazed too, because the canal goes from the bottom of the St. Lawrence there, I showed you where it starts, and then it goes all the way through the city. Back in the day, goes all the way through the city, all the way past the bridge, or past the dam. I think they made the dam. I mean, they made the dam for different reasons, not just the canal, but I mean, since that was, but there's just a little trickle of water coming, well, enough water, not just a trickle, but compared to a big dam, there's just a little trickle of water that comes through, and it's all it runs right through. And then there's a picture I showed you of that waterfall where we were in the thing, and it's not really a waterfall, but rough running water down the rocks and stuff. They made that just a little tube, and it comes from the canal, and then it diverts. The rest of the water diverts down the way, and it goes into the St. Lawrence River. But they just made that waterfall going through the bush, and it's lovely. I mean, it's sad that people tend to mark it up and tag it, and I like graffiti, but if it's done right, or but you just tag your name there in the middle of the forest, you think nobody will see it, but people do see it. But yeah, so we had that, and I came, I was telling her, she took a picture. She was able to get closer, right? And from my viewpoint, I can only get so close, and I close up it, and I take a picture of it, and then by her getting real close, you think she get a better picture, but she gets a better picture, but she photos all the ugly, tag rocks. I from my vantage point, they're hid behind trees. I can't see that, so it's in my little space, right? But with her, when she gets up close, her space gets bigger, and it's like, wow. So yeah, but it was fun. We laughed, and it was fun. So yeah, we went all, and the next day, or later that day, actually, we went to Upper Canada. No, not Upper Canada. We went to Longshore Parkway, and I showed her some things in there, and it's hard to, because Longshore Parkway, you can't get out and can't get out and do things now because you have to have a day pass. But if you drive just through, you're all right. So we drove through, showed her all the parking, showed her all the parks, like all the camping spots. Yeah, and then we came out, and then I took her. Yeah, I took her to Lost Villages, and I explained, like, I told her what it's all about. All that water you see used to be dry, and then I guess they when they flooded it, they had to move the houses and stuff, and she said, "Oh, that's neat." So, yeah, I showed her, highway number 2 is critical because everything, everything on the right side of the highway is flooded, a lot of places, and and the water won't go further than that, right? So that's where Highway 2, and there was 2 Highways 2s, I told her, so yeah. Anyways, I hope I was correct in everything. We read the little name tags and stuff, and it showed us different things. So yeah, I mean, and that was the thing. So today, she took a shower. I wanted to take a shower, but I didn't have any. Clean towels, so I said, yeah. So I went over, and now I'm at the shower place. I'm at the dry cleaner place, and I'm washing my clothes. I'll take a shower tomorrow. She's got to work tomorrow. Maybe tonight. She said she have an early night or whatever. So yeah, and then yeah, and I think, and Friday, I think it's an early day for her, or it's it's not a busy day. That's what I'm saying. And then she's gonna leave and go, back to Lancaster and see her brother and their sister-in-law and spend the weekend there or something. So yeah. I don't know how long she's staying. She's staying until it gets cold. And so far, it's been lovely. So, I wish it would stay like this all year. It's beautiful. But we all know that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, we all know that ain't gonna happen. It's gonna get cold, and I'm still waiting on my papers on my taxes, so I can register or put it in for housing down at the park where I usually stay, where I stay at times, the complex. There seems to be more homelessness or tent people or whatever. I don't know where they're going to go in the winter, but they're going to probably need housing too. So yeah, yeah. I'm between a rock and a hard place. But, such is life. Like I said, I'll crawl into my daughter's place if I have to. And I'll try to hold out as much as I can, before it gets too cold. And then, then I'll make my way inside. Other than that, that's been my adventure. That's been my thing for a few weeks, or since I got back. I haven't put up much videos, but I gather, different things. When I get into the house, I'll probably put up a video, put up regular videos of cooking and drawing. I'm not sure about carving, but drawing anyways, and just to let just to keep the channel alive. This is what I do when I'm not traveling. So yeah, that's it. I also got a Um, I also got a message from from a subscriber, I guess, or from people that are following. You know, and it was quite. It was quite. Yeah, I took it the wrong way at first. Like when I woke up, I said, "What?" You know, because I just woke up and I seen that. And I don't know. But once I got up and I read it, uh, you know, I want to thank her very much. Like, I mean, really, I mean, yeah, we all know, like, you know, I think people say different things for different reasons, but you know, she says she's living it. Like, she lives a person that is, you know, needs help, and you know, and you know, she suggested that sometimes it's just better off to be friends. I mean, you know, I tend to think that too. Like, but you know, every time I mention it, people say, "Oh no, there's somebody for everyone," and it's like, you know, you're not living in my reality. I mean, and if somebody does pick me, like say that wants to have a relationship with me, um, yeah, I hate to say it, but I think that this you're a little weird too. Why? Like, I mean, it goes back to a long way of, you know, like most people or some people, if they're not if it's not into clinical practice or whatever, most people that help people are probably, you know, been raped or stuff in, like, you know, crisis center, and most of them got the knowledge of, like, firsthand, you know, and it's like. You know, it's the same thing with, like, I asked this question a long time ago. Why the heck would anybody that's normal want to help out drug addicts and alcoholics or whatever? You know, why would they want to help sick people? Um, and the answer is because they want to, you know, there's freedom in that, and there's a way out. So they want to help. They want to say, hey, I can do it. You can do it. You know, and stuff like that. But yeah, like, I mean, I'm not as crippled as some people are, but I mean, you know, and I'm not as handicapped as some people are, but I mean, I got no legs, so yeah, I am difficult. I'll say that. But you know, all that being said, like, you know, I applauded her. Or, like, you know, I said thank you very much. I appreciate your honesty. Something like that, and yeah, you know, that's the thing. People like to make things nice for everybody, but that's not reality. You can't make things nice. You know, I know there's somebody for everybody, but I think I missed the boat, and that's the thing. And I know somebody, you know, some people are sitting there saying, "Yeah, you made the wrong choice" or whatever, or yeah, but still, I missed the boat. Doesn't matter what choices you make, you miss the boat. Like, it's just not in the cards. But I can be as happy as I can be floating around single, and you know, just having a lot of friends, man. You know, I couldn't have this many women friends. Couldn't have this many women friends if I had a girlfriend or a wife. I couldn't. You know, it would kick in, like, you know, well, you can't, you know, what about me? You know, yeah, you can't do that. Like, so, yeah, I got no one to answer to now. Yes, I'm alone, but I mean, you know, I am alone when I sleep at night. I am alone when I wake up in the morning. I am alone most of the day until I meet people. You know, and that's the thing. So, anyways, I mean, yeah, I don't want to go on any more about it, but I mean, yeah, I really appreciate that the fact that she stepped up and you know, said what she said. You know, maybe friends are just good enough, and well, sometimes they just have to be. So, on that note, aloha. I love you. peace, and please like and subscribe. I noticed that my count's going down a little bit, probably because I'm not doing a lot of videos and stuff. But I mean, yeah, please like and subscribe. It's the only way I survive. But I mean, you know, other than that, it's yeah, it's great to be alive, and I'm glad. You know, I'm happy, and that's all. You know, it's not just because of anything or anyone. It's just that I'm happy. I'm at peace with myself. You know. So, anyways, peace. I love you.
You don't have any great.
Get it all? The old bridge. The old and the new, side by side. Yes. Well, at least part of the old.
Toll-free traffic all day Tuesday. That's funny.
The leaves are turning color. It's about that time. A little bit of red in the trees.
That's my hip. I used to sit on my leg all the time to be up higher.
Yeah.
You can either put a pad.
Get 'em. That's the St. Lawrence below us, and that's the bike path, and that's the dam above us. So, yeah. Yep. That is a turtle, my friends. Or in shape of. dream. Woo. What she said, we're living the dream. Yes. What? But best picture, but. Ooh.